Hey there guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a video about books again because I haven't done one in a while. Actually, I have not done a video last week because I'm kind of in an idea slump. I don't really know what to film, so if you have any ideas what you would like to see, please let me know down below. I do have one request of a makeup tutorial, but those are always hard to film, so I didn't get around to doing that yet. But yeah, if you have any other requests, please let me know. Today I wanted to do a try chapter challenge, but an audio edition. So I'm looking for a new audiobook and I wanted to pick that out with you guys. As you may know, on Audible you can listen to about 5 minutes of the audiobook to help you choose the right one for you. And so today we're going to do that. So I did narrow it down to 5 books that I'm very interested in right now, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about them. I'm looking down because I have my screen right here and I don't want to say anything wrong. The first audiobook I'm interested in is Dry by Neil Schusterman and Jared Schusterman, which I think is his son. This is 11 hours long and it seems to be a full cast of narrators, which is always interesting, and I would very much enjoy that because I really liked Sadie, and if this is anything like Sadie in the way it is narrated, I think the audiobook is a lot of fun. Now this is about a drought in America and how people go crazy because they have no water anymore, and it sounds like a dystopian that is still close enough to feel very real, and I really like the Unwind series by Neil Schusterman, so this one has been on my list. Next book is To Kill a Kingdom, which I think is an origin, kind of like an origin story to Ursula from The Little Mermaid. So this is about a sea witch, and this is basically about how a girl becomes the sea witch, I think. This is 12 hours long and has 2 narrators, which I feel a little bit iffy about. Like, I do like it when you have either a full cast or one constant narrator. So we'll see. Third book I'd be interested in is Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is completely different, and this is a book I will definitely listen to an audiobook. This also has a full cast. It's 9 hours long, and this is the story of a band that is set, I think, in the 60s or 70s. In the 70s, I think. And yeah, it sounds really fun. I really enjoyed the other book by Taylor Jenkins Reid, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which I listened to last year. I very much liked that, so I'm really interested to see how this compares, and it has very good ratings on Audible. Then, next book, On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. This has 1 narrator and it's almost 12 hours long, and I loved her first book, The Hate You Give, and yeah, I'm not quite sure whether I'm in the mood for it, but I wanted to listen to the first 5 minutes that they show you to see whether I would like it, and it also has very good ratings on Audible. And I just realized I still have 1 audiobook too much because I wanted to do 5 and now I have 6, so well, I guess we're doing 6. So the next one is Undead Girl Gang by Lily Anderson. This is 8 hours and 20 minutes long, has 1 narrator. And this is about, I think, a group of girls that die, and that is supposed to be suicide, but one friend of one of the girls says that it has to be something different, and she manages to bring those girls back to life to find out what really happened to them. Sounds like good fun, like a really easy high school story that has a little bit of a twist to it, so yeah, this sounds like good fun. The last one is When Dimple Met Rishi, and this is by Sandhya Menon. It has 2 narrators. Again, it's almost 11 hours long, and this is about a boy and a girl, and they are basically arranged to be married, but the girl doesn't know yet, and they go to a math camp or something like that, a tech camp over the summer, and the boy is trying to make her fall in love with him, something like that. This would fit the Asian Readathon that is still going on, but I'm not quite sure because I'm not going to finish another book before the readathon is over, so it wouldn't technically count, but you know, I don't know. We'll see. I think I'm gonna start now with Dry and see how I like it. Okay, so I just finished the 5 Minutes of Dry by Neil Schusterman and Joe Schusterman. So far there's only one narrator that you can hear, and it's a female voice, and I didn't know that the protagonist of the book would be a girl. Maybe there's also multiple protagonists, I don't know, but we hear the situation from a girl's perspective for now. I did like it. I just expected a little bit more variety. I thought that would be more like a full cast, but maybe there is certain sections that are full cast. So I'm not quite sure about that. But yeah, that was the first one, and now I'm moving on to Kill a Kingdom. Okay, I just finished the first 5 minutes of To Kill a Kingdom on Audible. I do like the narration style, not so much, I don't know. There is 2 narrators listed, but we only hear the female voice in this a little bit that we get. And I do not like how she pronounces things. It seems quite forced, like she's trying to sound very seductive, but it's a little bit cringy, I think. So I don't know, maybe I'll just read that as a normal book, because I do like the writing style. I think the writing sounds amazing, and this definitely grabbed my attention, but I'm just not a fan of the narrator. So let's see what the next book has in store for us. And that would be Daisy Jones and the Six. Okay, so Daisy Jones and the Six. This has a full narration cast. I've listened to this one before, and I'm not so sure about it because the parts change a lot. There's sometimes just one sentence a person says, and then you change back to another person, and it just feels so fragmented, and I don't know how well I would get into this. So this is a bit of a hard one because I really want to listen to it, and it's something that just recently came out, you know, but also I'm just worried that I will not enjoy it. I don't know. This feels really weird. If you haven't listened to it yet and you're interested, I would highly recommend listening to it because this is a very specific narration style, and I'm not quite sure how I would work with it. I don't know. Okay, the next book on my list is On the Come Up by Angie Thomas.
In my class. Technically, we're not talking. What would I look like telling her that, verbally or non-verbally? 4:27, 3 minutes, and that phone will be in my hand. 4:28, 2 minutes. 4:29, 1. Mrs. Murray closes her book. Time's up. Submit your practice test as is. Shit. The test. For me, as is means not a single question is answered. Thankfully, it's multiple choice. Since there are 4 choices per question, there's a 25% chance that I'll randomly choose the right one. I click answers while everyone else collects their phones. Everyone except Malik. He towers over me as he slips his jean jacket over his hoodie.
Okay, I have to say I love the narrator of the Angie Thomas books. That's the main reason why I'm not reading them, but listening to them, because the narrator is so fucking good. And just listening to those 5 minutes made me really want to pick up this book, just because I love listening to her voice. So, yeah. I just love her. She's amazing. Like, I want to listen to every single book that she did on audio, so we'll see. But yeah, story-wise, I'm not quite sure what I think about it yet. I think the main character is gonna have great humor, and I've heard that there's also her poems / raps in there. So yeah, sounds like good fun. I could definitely see myself picking this up next. Next book on my list is Undead Girl Gang by Lily Anderson.
Obviously, my best friend's wounded waterlogged corpse being lowered into the earth for the rest of eternity is currently at the top of my list of emotionally debilitating things to keep the rest of my life to recover from. But sharing a few with strangers while Ms. Jew and Philip Academy drones on and on definitely ranks high on the list of reasons why my friend being murdered is the pits. Everyone is crying. They stand in room only for a sea of red-eyed, sniffling Fairmont falcons. Their bodies are pressed to the familiar floor yellow wallpaper between my funeral home's reception room. Their hair ruffled by the dusty air that hears pushing through the ceiling.
Okay, I must say I really enjoyed this. I think the narrator fits the story very well. Also, there's a lot of like passive-aggressive humor in this first part, which I very much enjoyed. I think this book is good fun, and I'll definitely listen to it at some point. Not quite sure whether I'm more in the mood for this one or on the come up right now, but yeah, definitely enjoyed Undead Girl Gang. I think this one's good. The last one now is When Dimple Met Rishi, so let's give that a listen.
She clicked through the photography and zombie combat site for 5 minutes. Sign, building style, glass and clone structure, spectaculars, group together, inviting clusters, and pictures of previous June winners of the legendary talent contest that gave them extra money for their apps or websites. Dimple would kill to be on Sunday. Participants of the ZombieCon were tasked to come up with a concept for the most groundbreaking app they conceived during their month and a half at the SSC campus. Although no one could actually code an entire app in that time frame, the idea was to get as close as possible to legendary.
Okay, This book was really good as well. I really like the narrator as well. This one has also two narrators and we only hear the female voice. But I did like it quite a lot and it still fits this theme of May. And there's not too much of May left. It's basically 1 week now, so I know that I won't finish this for the Asian Readathon. But it still feels like a good timing to pick this up because it has been on my wishlist for a very long time. So I feel tempted to listen to this. Now, if I'd have to rank these audiobooks, I think number 1 would go to On the Come Up because the narrator is just so good. I think the whole story just is so much more engaging because of the narrator. Then I think I would put When Dimple Met Rishi. This is also a book I would never read, but I feel like the audiobook is really, really good. I hope so at least. Then I'd put The Undead Girl Gang because that one seems like a fun time as well. And probably after that, the Dry audiobook. I think this is much better than these 5 minutes make it seem because it has more narrators, but I don't know how they will play into it. I've heard that the audiobook is very good, but I've not had the greatest impression right now. And I guess after that would be Daisy Jones, just because I don't know how I will feel about this. I know that I will listen to this eventually, but every time when I listen to this little sample clip, I'm not so sure about it anymore. So we'll see about that. I think the audio version that I enjoyed the least right now is To Kill a Kingdom. I think this is definitely a book that I will pick up in physical form and not on audio, because I feel like from those 5 minutes that I would have a little bit of a harder time getting into this because the narrator seems a little bit forced. And I do love these kind of siren or mermaid stories, and I do like them a lot in summertime. But as I said, I feel like I'm just gonna get a physical copy of that and read it as a book probably. But for now, I actually think I'm gonna pick up When Dimple Met Rishi. This one came out in 2017, so it's been on my wishlist for 2 years. And I feel like if I'm not picking it up right now for the Asian Readathon, I probably will forget about it again. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna get When Dimple Met Rishi. If you want to know how I liked it, I'll definitely talk about this in a wrap-up soon. All the other books are on my summer reading list as well, so I hope that I will get to all of these this summer. It has just started, so we still have a little bit of a way to go. So yeah, that would be my try a chapter challenge audio version. Let me know which audiobook you would have picked for me, because maybe that can be the next one that I'll pick up. I really enjoyed sharing this with you. I hope you enjoyed watching. Have a great day and I will talk to you soon. Bye!